Good day, everybody. It's Dr. A back in the garden, talking about some of my favorite plants. There are so many favorite plants. Often I'm asked, what plant really turns you on? And I essentially answer the one I'm looking at right now. But there are plants that when my daughters ask me or friends ask me what they should plant, I ask a few questions about sunshade, etc., etc. But I always come back to some of these favorite, really tough but beautiful plants that almost anybody can have in their garden. Sharing some of my favorite plants with you is it's actually just something I love to do. And today I want to sort of introduce to you, if you do not know this great group of plants, the sedges. Now, the sedges botanically are known as Carex, Carex, and there are a ton of them. There are many native Carex, and we are finding that these are becoming quite popular for anybody that wants to put in native plantings in native gardens or anywhere where native plants are called for. They're quite handsome, the native Carex. They're often green and perhaps have a very interesting way of growing, perhaps the foliage a little bit different. But today I want to talk to you about another one of my favorite Carex. If I have to have but one Carex in my garden, it's going to be Feather Falls. Now, Feather Falls is a cultivar name. It is not native, but nor are salvias and nor are many of our other plants in our gardens. So no apologies here. I love all the Carex, natives included, but let's look at Feather Falls. It is a large Carex, meaning that it's going to be 2 feet tall at least and equally wide, if not more. And it has the most beautiful white-green variegation. It shines. It tolerates full sun, tolerates partial shade. It really is a no-brainer. And many of the Carex out there, this cannot be said for. This one works. I have tried, killed, and mangled many of the beautiful Carex that are on the market today. That is not to say that they are bad plants, just that I'm a bad gardener, but I can handle Feather Falls very, very well. So I want you to think, if you're going to find a plant that's in the front of the border, something that shines, i.e. you can see it immediately, beautiful variegation, and quite perennial, think of Feather Falls. It is certainly one of my favorites. And by the way, a new one came out recently called Moon Falls. Very similar, but not nearly as big and certainly not as grand, but also works very, very well in the garden. So there you go. One of my favorite plants, the Carex Feather Falls. I hope you enjoy. I hope you try it. But nevertheless, let's just smile when we're in the garden. I hope you have enjoyed today's story as much as I've enjoyed sharing it with you. Thank you for listening. For more information and more stories, go to my website, www.alanarmitage.net. If you go to the bookstore, you will see one of my most popular books, Naked Ladies and Forget-Me-Nots, How Plants Get Their Common Names. And another wonderfully popular book is Legends in the Garden. Who in the world is Nellie Stevens? These and other books on the website I think you will enjoy, and I hope you have a chance to take a look at them. Once again, thank you for listening, and I look forward to sharing another story with you next week.